Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rides to back and leaves it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Bruce, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Raiola. He's going for a big play downfield. Balls in the deep ball. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The Cornhuskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. himself. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Husker!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Makes the catch. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
The Huskers are on the move. Right back to the well. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay. If they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw again.
To the air, it's Raiola. Hauls it in. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Nebraska 7, Texas 0.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man. It's Barney. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Now on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
25-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going with the ground game left. Breaks into the open. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. They want to run it left here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Brings up third down.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got the back over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Quick completion on the out route. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's key. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They'll be getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Caught behind the line, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Huskers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Completes it in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Running behind that left side. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air, it's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Barney.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He'll pull it on the read. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. The Huskers get enough to move the chains.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
This offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Dances away to buy time. He's got him wide open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The handoff to Johnson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Nebraska! A great catch and run for 6. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
Texas, 3.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Fires to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
He's running backs nowadays. They're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To throw, it's Manning. He's got it still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
A lot of times the QB's going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back. Let him catch it. Let him go get a first down for you.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll take it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. All Uncle Mo on your side.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Going up top. He's got it on the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Once he got some room, it was over. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll try to take it back.
And the defense playing pass all the way. They understand the situation beautifully. They've got to throw the football. They weren't fooled by the pass. They break on the football and get the interception.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Husker. The Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, having it. What? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
31, Texas, 10.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Off play action on first down. He wants to go deep. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got the first down and more. Gives him the big stiff arm.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
The Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. Back to pass. It's Manning. Puts it out of the air. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Moving. Keeping the eyes downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the